Exciting. This is your chance to win some free gift certificates and have a little bit of fun with me on the show. So I'd love to have you join on the StreamYard link. Make sure that your cameras are on and your mics are on so that we can hear and see you. Okay, so let's get started. Let's see who's going to be joining us today. Let's admit 2 contestants at random. All right. Looks like we have got 1 person. We got Anne. Anne, we can't see you or hear you. Do you want to turn on your camera, turn on your mic? And once again, if you'd like to join Anne and see if you could win that free, well, if you win, gift certificate, you can join. Let's see. Anne, can we get you on camera and with your audio? This is live, everybody, so we got to be ready and steady to go. Okay, let's see if we can get Anne on there or maybe backstage. I think they're having some technical difficulties. So if you're clicking on the link, give it another try if you'd like to join. And Anne, if you could get that camera and that audio working, we would love to have that. Looks like we have got a camera loading. And Anne does not have video. I think we're having technical difficulties, everybody, this morning. It is Friday, and I think everybody's just having some technical issues. Let's see if we can get some more people to join. Or maybe while we are waiting for some people to join, we should bring up our success path and see if that is something that will entice some people to join. We could talk all about joining and the American dream. Okay. So if you are watching along and you're thinking, I am feeling a bit nervous about coming to the US and I'm not sure how to do it, let's talk about what your steps are going to be to take to come to the US. So step 1 is going to be pass the NCLEX. So if you pass the NCLEX, that's your golden ticket. That's the nursing exam that you need to pass in order to move to all of the next steps. Next would be step 2, which is prepare for the interview. So once you've made an application to a recruitment company like AMN, who has both a staffing and direct hire, you will prepare for the interview. So our recruiters are very skilled in making sure that we're matching you with the perfect match. We want to make sure it's going to be a good fit for you. We want to make sure it's going to be a good fit for the health system. Once you have made it to step 2 and you have accepted a job offer, which is very exciting, that's another step complete in your path. You're going to move to step 3, which is the visa framework. So this is when you're going to get ready for getting your green card or your TN visa, wherever that may be. We're going to help you gather all those documents. You are never going to be alone in this process. I know it can be a very scary process from firsthand experience, but you are never going to be alone. We're going to be helping you through every step of the way. Once you complete step 3, you've gathered everything you need to apply. You're going to move to step 4, which is licensing and credentialing. And we are happy to help you with all of those steps under licensing and credentialing, making sure that you get a valid license for whichever state you're going to be going to, getting a visa screen certificate. And then step 5. So once you have been approved for your visa, which you're going to do a little happy dance because this is a very exciting moment. You're going to get ready to come to the US. You're going to prepare for the transition. And we are going to give you all of the steps that you need to take in order to come to the US. And then step 6, the arrival sequence. So this is when we are going to help you right when you touch down in the US. Let's take a minute to imagine that moment when you touch down. So exciting. I'll never forget when I arrived in the US. And had just that breath of American air. So exciting. And step 7, that is our goal for all of our nurses to enjoy and prosper and then be able to celebrate Nurses Month in the United States, which is usually filled with a lot of events and prizes and fun things. And it's such a great month for our nurses in the US to really celebrate themselves, celebrate each other. And it's a really beautiful, special time. Okay, so let's go back to our game show. There we go. Hello, Norbert. Hello, Julianne.
Hi.
How are you both doing?
Good.
Good. I'm so happy to see your faces. Oh, maybe we lost Julianne for a second. Maybe she'll come back. Norbert, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Where are you watching from?
So I'm in Maryland. With Julian. We're living she's my wife.
Oh, okay. Well, there
Yeah.
you go. Tell
Yeah.
her.
So we arrived here September 2021. So it's gonna be our fourth year this year in the
Oh,
United States.
okay.
Yep.
Very nice. Wow, that's very exciting. Soon you'll be eligible to be U.S. citizens, right?
Yeah. Hopefully next year. Yep.
Wow. And let's just explain that a little bit. So once you get your green card, you can apply for citizenship after 5 years. That's right?
Right.
Wow, Norbert, that's very
Mhm.
exciting. And hello to Yusuf. Yusuf, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Where are you joining us from?
I'm joining you from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, but originally from Ghana.
Oh, okay. Originally from Ghana and now in Saudi Arabia. That's exciting. Okay, well, I'm so excited
Yeah.
to have Norbert and Yusuf joining us. We are going to play some fun games, some fun American trivia. Norbert, you're probably going to be the veteran. You've been here for 4 years, so we got to see if that American knowledge has stuck.
Right. I don't have that. So.
All right,
Okay.
let's
All
see.
right.
Maybe Julianne can help you also.
Just
All
in
right,
the room with my
Yusuf,
kid.
it's you versus Norbert. Let's see. All right, we got our first round. We're going to start with Yusuf. We're going to give the underdog who's not living in the US the chance to go first. All right, so let's discuss our categories today. Let's see, what are our 4 categories? Tastes like the USA. Okay, so this one's going to be about American food. US skylines. Okay, so this is going to be what do you see? Oh, and let's see, what else have we got? US holidays. Okay, Norbert, hopefully you've been celebrating some of these. All right, and let's see the next one. RN specialties. What kind of nurse are you, Norbert?
ER.
Okay, well, hopefully you're going to get all of these right then.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm not sure if somebody else is going to join us, but there we go. Bakata. Hello, Bakata. Seems like we're having a lot of technical issues this morning. But Norbert, thanks for hanging out. Bakata, how are you?
I'm doing fine, and you?
I am well, thank you. Where are you joining us from?
I'm calling from Nigeria.
Ah, okay. You know, I am from South Africa. We're from the same continent.
Yeah, it's the same continent with South Africa. Yeah, I'm from Africa.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Bakata, I don't know if you already saw the categories. We'll just go through them really quickly. It's going to be taste like the USA, so American food, US city skylines, so picture skylines in the US, US holidays, which most of these are celebrated around the world, and RN specialties. So Norbert just shared with me that he's an ER nurse. What kind of nurse are you, Bakata?
Yeah, I'm also an ER nurse because I've been in emergency room for almost 5 years.
Oh, wow. Okay. We got 2 ER
Yeah.
nurses dueling it out. We love it. Okay. So, Bakata, you're going to go first. You get to choose the category and the point value. And remember, the higher the point value, the harder the question. So, which category and point value would you like to go with?
Okay, let me go with RN specialties.
Okay. RN specialties for how much?
For 100.
Okay, let's see. RN specialties for 100. Okay, this specialty focuses on matters of the heart.
Cardiologists.
Okay, let's see. What is the answer to this one? Nice. Yay, Bakata. You got 100 points. Okay. Norbert, we're going to go to you next.
RN specialties 300.
Oh, he's going for the hard one. All right, let's see. This nurse specializes in providing immediate and urgent care to patients experiencing medical emergencies.
Emergencies.
Whoa, look at that. Let's see. Wow, this one was especially for you and Bakata.
Yay.
It's me. It's me. All right. Okay, Bakata, you're up.
Okay. RN specialties.
Okay, RN specialties for 200. And if you're watching along, you can answer along in the chat because if Bakata or Norbert do not get it right, we are not going to go on until they get that answer right.
Anesthesia.
Okay, so let's see. This specialty is in charge of making you sleepy. Let's see. What is that answer? Did Bakata get it right?
Wow.
Yes. Okay, guys. We went through I'm going to say the easy ones because you're both American. Now we're getting into our American trivia. Okay, Norbert, where are you going to go first?
U.S. holidays, 300.
All right, so let's see. U.S. holidays for 300. This holiday on October 31st is all about costumes, candy, and spooky fun. What do we think? Do you have any kids, Norbert?
I got 2.
Okay, then you should know this.
Oh my God. Halloween.
There you go. Good job, Norbert. It's Halloween. Did your kids dress up for Halloween this year, Norbert?
Yeah, they're 3 and 7. They always go even if it's cold.
Oh, what did they dress up for as Halloween?
Sometimes princesses, sometimes monsters.
Well, that makes sense what kids are. They're either princesses or monsters.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Uh-huh.
Okay, good job, Norbert. Okay, Bakata. Which category?
Just like USA. Just like USA.
Which number?
Number 200.
Okay, tastes like the USA for 200. Traditionally made of toasted bread, ground beef, and cheddar cheese. I know you have these in Nigeria. What is this?
Burger.
What is it? Oh, yes. Yes. Not a delay there. Okay, he says it's a burger. Is it a burger? It's a cheeseburger. All right. Good job. Okay, Norbert, back to you. Where are we going?
U.S. holidays, 200.
U.S. holidays, 200. Okay, and remember, if you're watching along, put your answers in the chat because if Norbert or Bakata get it wrong, we can't move to the next question. Okay, Norbert, also known as Turkey Day, this national holiday is a day to express gratitude. What is this holiday?
Thanksgiving Day.
That is right. It's Thanksgiving. Did you celebrate Thanksgiving this year?
Yeah.
It's a nice holiday, right? Kind of like your Christmas where you give gratitude.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. Okay, Bakata, where are we going next?
Just like the USA.
For how much?
For 300.
Okay, tastes like USA for 300. This food is a sausage in a bun topped with ketchup or mustard at a barbecue. What do you think, Bakata? I think Bakata may have frozen. So let's turn to our audience. Come on, everybody. What do we think? This food is a sausage in a bun topped with ketchup or mustard at a barbecue. I feel like Norbert probably knows this one. Let's see if Bakata is back. Uh-oh. We have the dooming black screen. We're having lots of technical issues this morning. Oh, there's Bakata.
Yeah.
What do you think, Bakata? This food is a sausage in a bun topped with ketchup, mustard at a barbecue. Oh, I think Bakata is having some technical issues. Let's see. Let's go to our chats. Did anybody have any answers for this one? Maybe this is a hard one. What do you think, Norbert? We're gonna give this one to you.
I'm confused. I'm thinking of a hot dog sandwich.
Yeah, let's see. That's a good guess. Hazem Hamdi, a good guess. Hazem Hamdi says hot dog. Let's see. Computer, tell us. Are we right or wrong with the hot dog?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Nice.
So let's see. I don't know if those points will go to Bakata or Norbert, but they should go to Norbert. Let's see if the computer can make that happen. Okay, Norbert, you're up.
US holidays 100.
Okay, US holidays for 100 while we're trying to load Bakata back in. Okay, also called 4th of July, this day marks the historic date of 1776 when the Declaration of Independence was signed by Congress. What's another name for 4th of July?
Independence Day.
Let's see, is that right? I think Norbert has been doing some US history. How old are your kids, Norbert?
I'm sorry?
How old are your kids?
3 and 7.
Oh, okay. So your 7-year-old is probably learning about this 4th of July.
Yeah.
Probably remembers and celebrated.
Yep.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Bakata, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. There was a network problem, so I'm back.
That's okay. We're having
Yeah,
lots of...
so taste like the USA, number 100. Taste like...
Okay, taste like...
Yeah, I had
the
a network problem. I had a network issue.
That's okay. Okay, Bakata.
Yeah, taste like the USA.
Fried in oil. Ooh la la. What are these called?
Chips.
That is what
Chips.
they're called around the world. Do you know what they're called in America? They're called something else.
In America?
Yeah.
Potatoes. Is it potato chip?
It's made out of potatoes, but in America, we actually call chips the uncooked version that are like in a bag, like Lay's or Doritos. These are potatoes deep fried in oil, and they're usually served hot. And they're very yummy, especially when they're covered in a lot of salt. Let's see. Does our audience know? Maybe they can help Bakata. Oh, looks like Lee Tan says fries. That is the right answer. I think, Norbert, you knew this one. I could see.
Ate a lot.
Where are you from, Norbert?
Maryland. I'm from the Philippines, but I'm here in Maryland.
What do they call, what do you call that, chips or French fries in the Philippines?
French fries.
Oh, okay. I know in Africa, in South Africa, we called it chips. We didn't call it French fries. So I understand why Bakata thought it was chips. Okay, looks like Bakata's just gonna keep coming in and out. It's me and you, Norbert. Okay, so let's go. City skylines. Let's see. Have you done much traveling since you've been in the US?
Not much.
Have you gone anywhere?
Yeah, so I was from Illinois, so we traveled around the city, like the outside skirts of that area. Now in Maryland, same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. You're quite close to New York, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Have you gone to New York City?
So we touched down there before I went to Illinois and then back here.
Okay.
Yep.
Or what about Chicago? When you were in Illinois, did you go to Chicago?
Yes.
Okay.
To go to Jollibee. Yep.
Very beautiful city. Let's see if maybe that's one of the cities in the U.S. skyline. We'll have to see. Okay, where do you want to start, Norbert?
Let's go 100.
All right, we'll start it easy and work our way up. Okay, so where is this, Norbert? Where does this look like?
Oh my lord.
It has a really tall building with a needle on the top.
I don't know what it's called, but I think it's in Chicago. Because it's
What do you think? What do you want
so
to
I
guess?
have to guess the building, right?
You have to guess the name of the city. Where is this?
Oh.
Look at I think you might be getting some help from the chat. I wonder if
can I help you?
Right.
Can I
Okay.
help you?
Go Bakata.
Okay, it's New York.
New York. Let's see. Is it New York City?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay!
Have you been to the United States? Oh man, he froze in his smiling position. Well, that is right. New York City. So Bakata gets those points. All right, Norbert, let's see. You want to go 200 or 300? And
Let's go 200. Yep.
okay, before Norbert tries 200, oh, you know what? We're just going to go for it. Where is this?
Cisco. San Francisco.
Oh, he knew this one. Didn't even have to think about it. Yes, that's the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. Okay, so we're almost near the end of the round. And if you would like to participate in the next round, you can see how much fun we're having. Please feel free to click on the link in the chat. So all you got to do is click on that link, wait backstage, make sure that your camera's on, make sure that your mic is on so we can hear you. And then you will be eligible to play and win a $25 gift certificate. So let's continue. Norbert, you got 300.
Bakota can have it. Let's see. So you can catch up.
Yeah, US City.
Okay. Bakata. Oh, Bakata's back?
Yes.
Okay, Bakata. Where do you think this is? I see palm trees. It looks very warm and beautiful. What do you think?
This is Chicago.
No.
Chicago.
LA.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try to figure out. So it's not
LA.
Chicago. The palm
Los
trees.
Angeles.
Palm trees are a giveaway. Let's see. Does anybody in the chat have any ideas?
Yeah, LA.
It says Florida. I don't know.
It's LA.
Norbert.
LA.
Los Angeles. Let's see. Could it be Los Angeles? Yes. It's where Hollywood is.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Leanne got it on the second try. Good job, everybody. Okay.
Yay! Thank you, guys. Thank you, Bakara.
Thank you, Norbert. Thank you for Bakata for playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Norbert, what are you gonna do with your winnings? What you gonna buy?
Amazon.
Yes, always the best. Amazon, quick and easy delivery. Probably something for your kids, right?
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. Well, thank you, Norbert. Thank you for Bakada. Thank you for joining us today. It was so nice to meet you both. Bye-bye. Okay, so we are going to be playing another few rounds. So if you want to join us and have a little bit of fun while we're playing our Nurses Month game show, please feel free to click the link in the chat. You will be moved backstage. Make sure to turn on your camera and turn on your audio so we can hear you and we can see you clearly. And then you'll be eligible to win a $25 gift certificate. Think of all of the things that you could buy with that $25 gift certificate. I'd love to play. I'd love to earn. Okay, so if you are watching along and you are having a lot of fun and thinking about your future in America, maybe you saw that picture of New York City, or you saw the hamburger, or maybe you just thought of Thanksgiving and you thought how nice it would be to celebrate. I encourage you to apply to reach your American dream today. So please apply on our website if you are interested in either international staffing or international direct hire. That link is amnhealthcare.com/international, and our recruiters would be ready and excited to help you reach your American dream. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have time for one, maybe two more rounds. Looks like it's about 7:30 on the West Coast in California, where I am located, very close to Los Angeles, actually. So let's get started with our next show. So if you are joining us, please turn on your camera. Please turn on your audio. We are excited to have you. I see we got lots of action going on backstage. Okay. So we have Julianne. Hello, Julianne.
Hi. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Let me take a stab and guess. Are you Norbert's wife?
Yes.
Well, maybe you guys will take home $50 in gift certificates today. We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay. And hello, Hazem. How are you?
How fine, how long?
Good. Okay. So, Julianne, can you tell our audience a little bit about where you are playing from and what kind of nurse you are?
So back in the Philippines, I'm from the medical surgical floors, and right now I'm in Maryland. Currently, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and hopefully, I'll be back to work this year.
Okay. Well, a stay-at-home mom, that is a job in and of itself. That is for sure. Okay, well, that's very exciting, Julianne. And Hazem, can you tell us a little bit about where you are playing from and what kind of nurse you are?
I am from Egypt, a medical surgical nurse, and I am now in Saudi Arabia.
Okay, very nice. All right, so we got Filipino in Maryland, and we've got an Egyptian playing from Saudi Arabia. We are covering all phases of the world, all places in the world. And I'm a South African living in California. So we're just covering the globe, everybody. Okay, so I'm excited to play with you, Julianne and Hazem. In case you didn't see the rules, there are going to be 4 categories with ranging point values. Okay, so let's go through them real quick. We have 2 contestants each round, 4 categories, 3 questions each category. The questions in each category are listed, excuse me, with points, 100 being the easiest, 300 being the most difficult. You will each select a category and point value. You have 5 seconds to answer. If you're correct, you'll get the point value. If you're incorrect, you lose the points. Contestants with the most points at the end wins the round and a $25 gift certificate. Okay. So let's get started. Let's get playing. Let's see. We're going to have different categories for this round. So let's see. What are the categories? Map it out. Okay. Let's see what that means. Name the sport. So I wonder if we have some sports fans. Celebrity sighting. So in the US, near actually Los Angeles, lots of celebrities in Hollywood, and nurse lingo. I'm sure you're both going to know a lot of nurse lingo. Okay, so we are going to start with Julianne. Ladies first. What category and point value would you like to start with?
Let's go for name the sport. 200, 300.
Oh, okay. Oh, looks like we had a little typo there, but it's still 300. Okay. The Chicago Bears team plays this sport.
Oh my gosh.
The Chicago Bears. Think of really famous
baseball?
American sports. Is it baseball? What do we think, computer? No, it's not baseball. Okay, you got another chance to answer, Julianne. You can also look to the audience. Audience members, do we know what the Chicago Bears teams plays? What kind of sport they play?
Football?
Let's see. Could it be football? Yes, American football. If you come to America, American football is a big thing, right, Julian? Everybody loves their football.
Yeah. We go for the Ravens.
Yeah, there you go. The Baltimore Ravens. That's right near where it's Maryland? Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Okay. Hazem, you're up next. What category and point value would you like to go for?
Map it out, 300.
Okay, map it out 300. I'm not even sure what this category is. I'm excited. Okay. Catch an Astros baseball game in this large U.S. state that borders Mexico. You may even meet a real cowboy. Ooh. Let's think of big U.S. states that are right near Mexico. What's one of the biggest ones that might have a cowboy?
New Mexico? No. Texas.
Oh, let's see. Could it be Texas? Yes. Good job. Very nice, Hazem. Texas. Texas has the Dallas Cowboys and all the other Cowboys-related stuff. All right. Very nice. Julianne, where are we going to go?
Nurse lingo, 200.
Okay, Nurse Lingo 200. This is short for giving medicine through a tube into your veins. What is happening here?
IV.
Good job. She was a little unsure, but she got it right. Very nice, Julianne. Okay, and audience, remember, if you're following along and Julianne doesn't get it right, you can help her get the right answer, or Hazem, because we're going to him next. All right, Hazem, which category and point value are we going for?
Nurse lingo 300.
Okay, Nurse Lingo 300. If something must be done quickly, it is called a blank situation. What do we think?
Emergency situation.
Emergency? Okay, yep, an emergency/urgent situation. Very nice, Hazem. Looks like we got some audience members who are getting the right answers as well. Good job, Lee Tan. Good job, Andrea. Those of you who are following along and giving your answers in the chat, we love to see it. Okay, I think we lost Julianne for a second. Remember, we are live, everybody, and I think everybody's computers are just having a Friday kind of day. Okay, let's go back to our categories. Okay, computer was thinking. Hazem, you're going to get to go again until Julianne rejoins. Where are we going?
Celebrity sighting 300.
Okay, celebrity sighting for 300. Let's see, does Hazem know his celebrities? This actor is famous for flying jets, doing stunts, and playing a secret agent in Mission Impossible.
Tom Cruise.
Good job. Very nice, Hazem. Very nice. Yep, there's Tom Cruise. Very nice. Okay, while we wait to give Julianne a chance to rejoin, Hazem,
Okay.
do you have any plans to come to the United States? Is that part of your journey?
What?
Do you have any goals of coming to the United States, Hazem? Is that part of your journey?
Yes.
Yeah? Where would you like to go in the United States?
To New York City.
New York City. New York City is quite the place to see. Lots going on in New York City. Julianne, have you been to New York City?
Yes, I visited there because my sister stays there too.
And what did you think?
Very busy.
It is very busy, very big and very busy. Sometimes a little smelly, but very
Yeah.
entertaining. Okay, well, I'm glad you're back with us, Julianne. Let's give you a chance to pick the next category and the next point value.
Nurse lingo, 100.
Okay, since you skipped your turn, we're going to let you go twice. Okay, BP is short for what?
Blood pressure.
Is she right? Let's see. Yes, there you go. Okay, very nice, Julianne. We're going to let you go again since we had to skip your turn. So which one are you going to go for?
Celebrity sighting, 200.
Okay. This singer wore a meat dress once performed at the Super Bowl and sang Bad Romance and Born This Way.
Lady Gaga.
Ooh, she knew this one. Let's see. Yes, very nice. It was Lady Gaga. Okay. Did you watch the Super Bowl, Julianne?
Yes.
Can you tell everybody who's watching what is the Super Bowl?
The Super Bowl is like a big game here in the US about like football.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. The two top teams play against each other, and it's a big deal. Everybody watches, everybody eats delicious food. It's part of the Super Bowl halftime show is a big thing where a big performer comes on and gives a great performance. It's a lot of fun.
Yes.
All right, Hazem, it is your turn. Where are we gonna go?
Map it out 100.
Okay, map it out 100. This country is directly north of the United States.
Canada.
He seems confident. And he's right. Very nice. Canada. Beautiful Canada. Canada just had an election. Okay, Canada's very beautiful. Have either of you been to Canada?
No.
No? Well, Hazem, when you come to the United States, when you get to New York, you can go to Canada because it's quite close by. And Julianne, you can get to Canada pretty easily. It's probably pretty close to you too. Couple hours flight.
Yeah. Soon.
Yeah. Lots of places to visit when you're in the US, right, Julianne?
Yes.
What's your number one place that you'd like to go visit?
I don't know. Maybe Florida. I haven't been there yet.
Oh, Florida. Nice beaches and
Yeah.
palm trees and delicious food. That sounds fun. And what about you, Hazem? If you go to New York, where would you like to visit in the United States?
I think there are a square inside New York. It's a famous square, but I can't remember the name of the square.
Famous
Times
Square?
Square.
Washington? Times
Times
Square?
Square.
What?
Times Square.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Julian, have you been there? What does it look like?
A lot of tall buildings, a lot of like food trucks everywhere.
And a lot of screens, right? A lot of
Yes.
screens, lots of advertisements.
Very beautiful at night.
Yes, for sure. Okay, very nice. Okay, so we are going to go Hazem, you're next. What are you picking?
Map it out 200.
Okay, map it out for 200. Aloha, this U.S. state is made entirely of islands. Ooh, this is a very beautiful part of the United States, although it's quite far from the mainland. What do we think?
Maui?
Maui. That is one of the... Wowie. Kind of close, but no. Let's see. You want to give it another try? Come on, audience members. Can we help Hazem? Where is this? Aloha. This U.S. state is made entirely of islands. It's about 5 or 6 hours from California to the west. Anybody know? You want to take another guess, Hazem? Not sure? You can look in the chat. Looks like somebody just gave you the answer. Neat's hand says, can you see the chat, Hazem? It's Hawaii. Yay. Very nice. Okay, you got it. There you go. All right, Julianne, you're next. Where are we going, Julianne?
Celebrity sighting.
Okay, celebrity sighting for 100. Her current love story includes dating an NFL player.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, she knew this one. You have a 3-year-old and a 7-year-old, right, Julianne?
Yes.
Okay, well then you definitely got to know this one. Okay, good job. All right, Hazem. One more for you and one more for Julianne. Let's see. It's going to be a close game.
Name the sport 100.
Name the sport for 100. The New York Yankees play this sport. What do we think? The New York Yankees. You wanted to go to New York, Hazem. You got to know their sports team, who plays there. Let's see. Audience, can we help Hazem out? The New York Yankees play this sport. It's a very famous American sport. It's an all-American kind of sport. Anybody have any guesses?
Basketball?
Basketball? Could it be basketball?
Yeah.
No. You got another guess? What do you think, Hazem? I'll give you a clue. Oh, looks like somebody helped you in the chat. Looks like Lee Tan knew the answer.
Baseball.
Yes. Thank you, Lee Tan, for helping. It's baseball. Okay. There you go. Very traditional all-American sport. Okay. And now, Julianne, you got our last question. And you can tie up the game. Let's see.
Basketball.
The Los Angeles Lakers. Oh, she didn't even need me to ask it. The Los Angeles Lakers. Okay, basketball. Yay. You know what? I love this. Now we have 2 winners. I'm so excited that you both are winners. Now you both get a $25 gift certificate. Everybody wins. Yay. Thank you, Julianne. Thank you, Hazem, for joining us today. That was awesome. You were both so great. You both know your American trivia very well.
Congrats to us.
Congrats to you guys. Thank you both for joining us today. Nice to see you both. Bye-bye. Okay, well, that was a lot of fun. I love when we end and we have 2 winners. Everybody's a winner. That is so fun. And now I see it is 7:45. So unfortunately, we are getting close to the end of our hour. This was so fun. I loved having Nurses Month game show with all of you. Thank you for playing along. I saw all of the comments in the chat. Thank you for helping our contestants. It was great to see everybody's engagement, answering all the questions. That was so, so fun. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for playing along. That was a lot of fun. And if you were inspired by our game show today and you would like to apply to AMN International, you can apply on our website. That's amnhealthcare.com/international. And we will have both direct hire and staffing options for you. So you can apply at the link. We'll actually drop it in the chat as well. And then our recruiters will be on hand, ready, waiting, and excited to help you reach your American dream. Maybe you can get to Hawaii or Florida or Texas or all of those different states with all the delicious food and holidays that we discussed during this game show. Lots and lots of fun. Okay, so today we still have our Dream Jobs with Dee and our Clinical Corner with Holly. So we got lots of learning to do. So without further ado, let's bring out Dee for Dream Jobs with Dee.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. What a fun show today. I was playing along and some of those questions were kind of tricky. So all of the contestants did a fantastic job and so great to see so many winners. So Dream Jobs with Dee, it's been a little bit since I've had the opportunity to share some amazing opportunities with you all. So I'm so excited to do that with you today. But first of all, let me wish everybody a very happy Nurses Month. And this month is all about you. We have got some great things planned to celebrate you all throughout this month. So let's get started on what we're going to highlight for you today. So we have got 2 great opportunities that we are going to talk about. So the first one is an opportunity for 100 of you to come to the US on an H-1B visa working in the beautiful state of South Dakota. And it is in Rapid City, South Dakota. So this is an amazing opportunity for those of you who are interested in coming to the United States a little bit quicker than on an EB3, but some great opportunities. So the specialties that we are looking for is going to be in the medical surgical arena as well as intermediate care. So let's talk about the requirements. So what do you need in order to qualify for these amazing opportunities? So you need to have graduated with a bachelor's in nursing, an NCLEX passer, and you also must have English for these opportunities. So if you are interested, then that would be something that I would advise you to do, is research that and get your English exam scheduled ASAP so that you may qualify for these opportunities. We are looking for a minimum of 5 years experience, and you must currently be working. So these opportunities are direct hire only. And so if you are interested and want to apply, then you must also not have a current EB3 or a current H-1B petition pending. These are just for new applicants only. So if you are interested, we just put the handle up there again. Please get your application in today. Our recruitment team is on hand, ready to assist you with next steps. But great opportunity for those who qualify. And we are hoping that we have our first interview event for these opportunities at the end of the month. So the next opportunity that we are going to talk about today is for an EB3 opportunity. So that may be something that may be more appetizing for those of you who have families that are coming here to the US, because your family's spouse and all children under 21 will also qualify for that green card. So where are these opportunities? So they are in the beautiful state of Maine and Massachusetts. So we are looking for psychiatry nurses. However, these facilities are willing to train. So if you are interested in finding out more, please make sure that you get your application into us today. The requirements here are an NCLEX passer and a minimum of 2 years experience. So you do not need English to apply for these opportunities upon application. You will need to take English throughout the process in order to qualify for that visa screen. And we do recommend that you take the IELTS English exam, because that is just going to qualify you for more states across the United States. So we have some great opportunities today in both staffing and direct. As Danielle had mentioned to kick off our show, we are the only organization that offers both. And so we are excited to get you started. If you need any additional information on either of these opportunities, please reach out to us. We would be happy to help guide you in the right direction and choose the opportunity that is right for you and your family. So again, happy Nurses Month, and I hope that you take this month to celebrate you. Thank you, Danielle.
Thank you, Dee. You know what? Before you go, I have one more question for you. As you were talking through the opportunities, which thank you for sharing, I know that we have lots of nurses who are watching and who are thinking, how do I make myself the most, we're going to call it the most marketable? How do I make myself really ready for an interview, a really star quality candidate? Because we all know healthcare systems are very focused on the quality of the candidate.
Absolutely.
What can nurses do to make themselves stand out?
So that's a great question. And it is extremely competitive right now. So we have seen more NCLEX passers in the last couple of years than we've seen ever, really. So in order to really make yourself more marketable is, first of all, make sure that you are currently working. So that is going to be very, very important. So if you had plans to not work while you're studying for NCLEX or English, highly, highly advise that you do not do that. You must remain at the bedside. So our facility clients are looking for that strong experience. So when you're preparing your resume, then make sure that that experience is front and center. Right? So any additional qualifications that you have. And most importantly, if you do get the opportunity to interview with facilities here in the US, be confident about your abilities, be confident about your experience. And if you don't already have it, I would take the opportunity while you are waiting to make sure that you have your English exam completed so that there are no further delays as you are going through your process. But be confident and really work with your recruiter here at AMN International. We want to make sure that you are very successful on every interview that you are fortunate enough to be on. And so we'll help guide you. We'll help give you some tips and tricks on how to do a great interview and how to make sure that you are presenting your best self. But be confident. Continue working and do what you can do right now to prepare for when you start interviewing with US-based facilities. So I hope that helps everyone.
Very well said, Dee. Thank you so much for adding that in. And if you were inspired by Dee and you would like to take advantage of the opportunities that she brought up, you can apply on our website. That link is going to be amnhealthcare.com/international. We will also drop it in the chat so you have it easily accessible and you can apply today. Thank you so much, Dee. Always
Thank you, everyone.
All right, everybody. So that was Dream Jobs with Dee. She gave some wise words of advice. So if you missed that, rewind a little bit and rewatch how to make yourself the most marketable candidate. It is a very competitive landscape today, and you want to make sure that you are putting your best foot forward. Okay, so let's bring out Holly for Clinical Corner.
Hi, everybody. My name is Holly Musselwhite. I'm the Senior Clinical Manager for AMN International. If you're tuning in for the first time, and if you're back for a repeat watch, thank you so much. So today we're going to talk about the top skills, clinical skills, particularly for 2025. And there are things that you may not do currently in your practice in nursing, and we understand that, but there are things that hospitals are looking for. They're looking for you to have a solid foundation. And I've talked a little bit about this before, but it's always a good reminder that your assessment skills are sort of the core of your nursing role here in the US. So you're going to use those skills to then effectively communicate your clinical findings about your patients to your colleagues, your physicians, and other health professionals, and even the patient themselves. Knowing how to do a bedside head-to-toe assessment in somewhere between 2 to 5 minutes, depending on how complex the patient is, can take a lot of practice. Being comfortable with using this instrument, your stethoscope, is going to be really important. So if you don't have one, get one. If you haven't used it in a while, pull it out of the drawer and practice with your family and friends. And if you're allowed to practice at work, do that too. EKG interpretation is also one that we see as a skill most nurses are not experts. And yet here, even in med-surg settings, we're seeing a resurgence of EKG monitoring. Now, the monitor may not be at the bedside, but it's being looked at somewhere. And in the meantime, they are going to be expecting you to have some basic EKG skills, more than what you had to learn for your NCLEX as well. So if you're solid on your NCLEX stuff, don't lose that knowledge that you gained about EKGs. Keep building on it so that you're more comfortable, because you don't want to be intimidated by something that's considered a fairly basic concept, whether it's med-surg, telemetry units, but also it makes you very competitive with peers who are working in the same setting and yet don't have this skill. So if you can brush up, get some solid knowledge, maybe even do some courses that give you some continuing education credits and become comfortable with recognizing those abnormalities on the strips, that's going to be really important. And the last one is kind of basic as well, but from a little bit of a different angle. Medication safety is paramount here in the US. And when you get here, you're going to learn that there are medications that may be similar to what you gave. However, you may be giving more of them IV. You may be needing to check on whether the medications are compatible with the type of IV fluid that's running or with other medications that are running. You may need to be able to tell very quickly when a medication is needed so that you can call the physician and say, doctor, here's what I assessed with my patient, and I need to get some orders for this particular medication. So because the physicians are not at bedside or in the units constantly, it means you are going to be using those assessment skills and your medication knowledge that much more regularly and in very intense situations. So the more you can understand and know the medications that are used in the setting where you're practicing, even if you don't give them routinely today, if maybe a senior nurse or a physician is the one giving them, here it may be you who's responsible. And you really want to be safe when you're doing that. That's it for today's Clinical Corner. Keep working on those skills, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Holly. That was awesome. I always learn something new when you do your Clinical Corners. So thank you for sharing your knowledge. I'm sure our viewers who are watching around the world are very thankful as well. So always nice to see you on.
My pleasure. Thanks, Danielle.
And if you were inspired by Holly and you would like to apply on our website, you can apply at amnhealthcare.com/international. And our recruiters are on hand, ready and waiting to help you with your applications. So we are at the hour. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Let's bring up our future Onwards and Upwards shows for the rest of the month. Let's celebrate Nurses Month with us. As we said, May is Nurses Month in the United States. It's a big deal. It's a time to celebrate and show our gratitude for all that nurses do. I know I'm especially thankful to nurses who have helped my family in many different situations. So thank you to all of you for all that you are doing. We will have our AMN Academy Mondays. We have special shows every Friday. We are going to be doing a photo contest. We have our healthcare employer spotlights coming up this month, so we will see which employers we're going to be spotlighting, and we have a lot of exciting prizes and more. So make sure to check us out. Make sure to join us. We also have our future AMN Academy shows. Let's see if we can bring up that schedule for the rest of the month. I know we've been having some technical difficulties. Okay, I think we're having some technical difficulties today. Everybody, it's Friday. Everybody's ready for the weekend. But we have those AMN Academy shows every Monday morning at 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure to join. Those are free learning sessions. So thank you, everybody, for joining today. I had such fun doing our Nurses Month game show with you all. And once again, just wanted to say thank you to all of our nurses around the world. We all have such extreme gratitude for everything that you do, and we hope that you feel celebrated and loved during the month of May, but also throughout the whole year as you deserve. So thank you, thank you. We will see you next time. Onwards and upwards, everybody. Bye-bye.